Hello, welcome to my Life Revelations channel. I make interesting and useful content, so I will be grateful for the like and subscriptions to the channel. Also check out my other video, as they will be coming out every day.
Jason O'Toole stared at his reflection in the car's rearview mirror, his hands gripping the steering wheel tightly. He took a deep breath, steeling himself for what lay ahead. Today was the day he would introduce his fiancée, Lisa Valente, to his parents. But there was one problem. His mother, Eleanor Peters, didn't like Lisa, and she couldn't explain why. As Jason pulled up in front of his childhood home, a wave of nervousness washed over him. He turned off the engine and sat there for a moment, gathering his thoughts. He loved Lisa with all his heart, and he couldn't understand why his mother didn't share his enthusiasm. Taking a deep breath, Jason stepped out of the car and made his way up the familiar front path of his parents' house. The white picket fence, once a symbol of warmth and security, now felt like an obstacle he had to overcome. He reached out and rang the doorbell, his heart pounding in his chest. The door swung open, revealing his father, Daniel Saunders, with a warm smile on his face. "Jason, it's so good to see you," he exclaimed, pulling his son into a tight embrace. "And who is this lovely lady you've brought with you?" Jason turned to Lisa, who stood by his side, her smile radiant. "Dad, this is Lisa Valente, my fiancée," he introduced proudly. Daniel's eyes widened in surprise, but he quickly recovered, extending his hand to Lisa. "Nice to meet you, Lisa. I've heard so much about you." Lisa shook his hand graciously. "It's a pleasure to meet you too, Mr. Saunders." Daniel ushered Jason and Lisa into the cozy living room where a fire crackled in the fireplace. The room exuded a sense of comfort and familiarity, but Jason couldn't help but notice the absence of his mother. His eyes scanned the room, searching for Eleanor, but she was nowhere to be seen. "Where's Mom?" Jason asked, unable to hide his concern. Daniel's smile faltered slightly. "She's in the study. I'll go get her," he replied, excusing himself from the room. Jason and Lisa exchanged a glance, their worry growing. Moments later, Daniel returned, his expression troubled. "She'll be out in a minute," he said softly, his voice tinged with sadness. As they waited, Jason couldn't help but wonder what was going through his mother's mind. Why couldn't she accept Lisa? What was it about her that Eleanor couldn't explain? The door to the study creaked open, and Eleanor Peters emerged, her face etched with a mixture of apprehension and unease. Her eyes met Jason's, and for a moment there was a flicker of something unspoken between them. Then she turned her gaze to Lisa, her features hardening. "Hello, Jason," Eleanor greeted, her tone cool. "And this must be Lisa." Lisa stepped forward, extending her hand. "It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Mrs. Peters," she said politely. Eleanor hesitated for a moment, her eyes fixed on Lisa's outstretched hand. Reluctantly, she shook it, but her grip was firm and unwelcoming. "Likewise," she replied curtly. Jason felt the tension in the room thickening, suffocating the air. He longed for his mother's acceptance, but he knew that forcing the issue wouldn't lead to a resolution. He had to give Eleanor the opportunity to express herself in her own time. The uncomfortable silence hung in the room, the weight of unspoken words filling the air. Jason broke the tension, hoping to diffuse the situation. "Mom, we've come here today because we want you to understand how much Lisa means to me. She's an incredible person, and I love her with all my heart. I want us all to get along and be a family." Eleanor's gaze softened momentarily, a flicker of emotion crossing her face. "Jason, it's not that I don't want you to be happy. I just have reservations, and I can't explain why," she admitted, her voice laced with a hint of sadness. Lisa interjected gently, her voice filled with sincerity. "Mrs. Peters, I understand that it might be difficult for you to accept me without knowing the reasons behind your reservations. but I assure you I love your son, and I only want to build a loving and supportive relationship with both of you." Eleanor's eyes welled up with tears, her defenses crumbling. "I don't want to come between you two," she whispered, her voice trembling. "But there's something I need to show you." Eleanor led Jason and Lisa to the study, her steps heavy with a mix of apprehension and determination. The room was dimly lit, shelves lined with books and memories of the past. She approached a large wooden desk and opened a drawer, retrieving a worn-out photo album. As Eleanor carefully flipped through the pages, memories captured in faded photographs came to life. She paused at a picture of a young woman with vibrant eyes and a warm smile. It was a younger version of Eleanor herself. "This is me when I was around your age," she said, her voice tinged with nostalgia. "Her name was Amelia, and she was the love of my life." Jason and Lisa exchanged surprised glances, their curiosity piqued. They listened intently as Eleanor continued her story. "We were engaged to be married, just like the two of you. But tragedy struck. Amelia passed away before we could walk down the aisle. It shattered me, and I've carried that pain with me ever since," Eleanor confessed, her voice cracking with raw emotion. Jason's eyes widened, his heart aching for the pain his mother had endured. He reached out and gently placed a hand on Eleanor's trembling shoulder, offering her comfort and support. Lisa, too, was moved by the vulnerability and sadness in Eleanor's eyes. Eleanor took a deep breath, composing herself before continuing. "When I first met Lisa, something about her reminded me of Amelia. It stirred up memories and emotions that I had long buried. I couldn't bear the thought of history repeating itself, of losing someone I love again." Tears welled up in Lisa's eyes as she squeezed Jason's hand, understanding the weight of Eleanor's pain. "Mrs. Peters, I can't begin to imagine the depth of your loss. But please know that I am not Amelia, and I am committed to Jason with all my heart. I will do everything in my power to bring him happiness and to build a life together." Eleanor nodded, a mix of gratitude and sorrow etched on her face. "I see the love you share, and I can't deny the genuine connection between you two. Perhaps it's time for me to let go of my fears and embrace the possibility of joy." The room was filled with a newfound sense of understanding and compassion. Jason stepped forward, enveloping his mother and Lisa in a heartfelt embrace. It was a symbol of reconciliation, a bridge built between past and present, and a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Jason, Lisa, and Eleanor began to forge a new bond, slowly but surely. They shared laughter, tears, and countless conversations that allowed them to delve deeper into each other's lives. The wounds of the past were gradually healing, and a genuine affection began to blossom. One sunny afternoon, as the three of them sat in the backyard, enjoying the warmth of the sun, Eleanor spoke up, her voice filled with a mix of gratitude and regret. "I want to apologize, Lisa, for not giving you a fair chance at first. You are an incredible woman, and I am grateful to have you as a daughter-in-law." Lisa smiled warmly, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Thank you, Eleanor. Your acceptance means the world to me, and I'm glad we could overcome the challenges together." As the seasons changed, so did the dynamics within the family. Eleanor actively participated in the wedding preparations, sharing in the excitement and joy of the upcoming union. The once strained relationship between mother and son had transformed into one of understanding and deepened love. The day of the wedding arrived, and the atmosphere was filled with anticipation and happiness. Eleanor stood beside Jason, her eyes shimmering with pride as Lisa walked down the aisle, a vision of beauty in her wedding gown. The ceremony was a celebration of love, not only between Jason and Lisa, but also of the newfound bond between Eleanor and her daughter-in-law. During the reception, Eleanor raised her glass, her voice filled with heartfelt emotion. "To Jason and Lisa, may your love be enduring and filled with endless happiness. And to Lisa, thank you for bringing light back into our lives. I am grateful for the love you have brought to our family." Tears of joy and gratitude flowed freely, and the room erupted in applause and heartfelt toasts. Years passed, and Jason and Lisa's love continued to flourish. They built a life together filled with shared dreams, laughter, and the pitter-patter of little feet. Eleanor, now a doting grandmother, reveled in the joy of her grandchildren and the harmony that had enveloped their family. The bond between Eleanor and Lisa grew stronger with each passing day. They spent hours in the garden, tending to the flowers and sharing stories. Eleanor cherished the moments of connection, grateful for the second chance she had been given. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Eleanor took Lisa's hand in hers, a tender smile on her face. "I want to thank you, Lisa, for teaching me the power of forgiveness and the beauty of embracing new beginnings. I am a better person because of you." Lisa's eyes glistened with tears of gratitude. "And I am grateful for your love and acceptance, Eleanor. You've become not just my mother-in-law, but also a dear friend." As the two women embraced, their hearts entwined in a bond that had transcended expectations, they knew that their journey together was far from over. Life continued to unfold with its ups and downs, but the foundation of love and understanding remained unshakable within the O'Toole family. Jason and Lisa's children grew up surrounded by the warmth of their parents' love and the wisdom of their grandmother, Eleanor. Eleanor, now an elder stateswoman of the family, imparted her knowledge and experiences to the younger generations. Her stories became cherished treasures, filled with life lessons, laughter, and the resilience of the human spirit. As the years went by, the O'Toole family faced challenges together, supporting one another through thick and thin. In times of sorrow, they found solace in their unwavering bond, and in moments of triumph, they rejoiced as a united front. Eleanor's love for Lisa deepened with time, and she cherished the memories they had created together. Looking back, she realized that her initial reservations had been based on her own fears and past experiences. Lisa had shattered those fears, proving that love had the power to heal even the deepest wounds. The family tradition of gathering at Eleanor and Daniel's house for special occasions became a cherished ritual. Whether it was Thanksgiving dinners, birthday celebrations, or simply a Sunday afternoon filled with laughter, their home became a sanctuary of love and togetherness. As the grandchildren grew older, Eleanor found joy in passing down her wisdom, guiding them through life's challenges and nurturing their dreams. She encouraged them to embrace their individuality, pursue their passions, and always prioritize love and compassion. One summer afternoon, as the family gathered for a barbecue in the backyard, Eleanor watched her loved ones with a heart brimming with gratitude. She marveled at the generations intertwined by love and acceptance. The legacy she had hoped to leave behind had become a reality, a legacy of forgiveness, growth, and unbreakable bonds. With a contented smile, Eleanor whispered to herself, "I am blessed to have witnessed the transformation of our family, to see the power of love heal wounds and bridge divides. Our story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the beauty of embracing others." As the sun set on that memorable day, Eleanor felt a profound sense of fulfillment. She had overcome her own fears and insecurities, opening her heart to love and embracing her son's choice in life. In doing so, she had not only gained a daughter-in-law, but also a lifelong friend. In the years that followed, Eleanor and Lisa became inseparable. They embarked on adventures together, explored new hobbies, and supported each other through life's twists and turns. Their bond was a testament to the transformative power of forgiveness and the capacity of the human heart to grow and change. Eleanor's relationship with Lisa had not only enriched her life, but had also taught her invaluable lessons about acceptance, empathy, and the importance of letting go of the past. She realized that love had the power to heal wounds, repair broken relationships, and bring families closer together. With each passing day, Eleanor cherished the precious moments she shared with her loved ones. knowing that her journey of self-discovery and growth had paved the way for a legacy of love and unity. As the years went by, Jason and Lisa's children grew into remarkable individuals, carrying forward the values instilled in them by their parents and grandmother. They flourished academically, artistically, and emotionally, driven by the support and encouragement of their tight-knit family. Eleanor watched with pride as her grandchildren ventured out into the world, their hearts filled with the lessons passed down through generations. She saw in them the embodiment of resilience, compassion, and the ability to forge their own paths while honoring the legacy of their family. The O'Toole family continued to celebrate milestones, creating cherished memories along the way. From graduations and weddings to the arrival of new additions, the bonds between them only grew stronger. Eleanor and Lisa often reflected on their journey together, marveling at the transformation that had taken place within their relationship. They laughed and cried, sharing stories and embracing the beauty of their connection. They had become not just mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, but kindred spirits who had found solace and strength in each other's presence. One summer, the O'Toole family decided to embark on a special trip together, a journey to the town where Eleanor and Daniel had first met and fallen in love. It was a nostalgic pilgrimage, a way to honor their roots and pay tribute to the enduring love that had shaped their lives. As they strolled through the familiar streets, Eleanor and Lisa held hands, their hearts filled with gratitude for the love that had brought them together. They visited the park where Daniel had proposed to Eleanor, sharing stories and laughter as they recreated the memories of that special day. The trip became a celebration of their collective journey, a testament to the strength of their bond. They visited old friends, exchanged heartfelt embraces, and reaffirmed the importance of cherishing the moments they had together. On their final evening in the town, as they gathered for a farewell dinner, Eleanor stood up, raising her glass to make a toast. Her eyes twinkled with love and appreciation as she spoke. To love, may it continue to guide us, inspire us, and remind us of the beauty that lies within each of us. And to this incredible family that has embraced me wholeheartedly, thank you for teaching me the true meaning of acceptance and unconditional love. The clinking of glasses echoed through the room as the family raised their glasses in unison, their hearts filled with gratitude for the journey they had shared and the love that had transformed them all. As the years rolled on, the O'Toole family faced new chapters and milestones with unwavering love and support. Jason and Lisa continued to thrive in their careers, always finding time to nurture their relationship and keep the flame of their love burning bright. Eleanor and Daniel, now in their golden years, reveled in the joy of being grandparents. They cherished the moments spent with their grandchildren, passing down stories, wisdom, and a deep appreciation for the beauty of life. Through the highs and lows, the O'Toole family remained a beacon of strength and unity. They weathered storms together, providing a safe harbor for each other in times of need. Their unwavering commitment to love and understanding carried them through life's challenges, reminding them of the power of family bonds. Eleanor, reflecting on her journey, couldn't help but feel a profound sense of gratitude. The love that had initially seemed elusive and unattainable had blossomed and flourished within her family. The doubts and reservations she had once harbored had been replaced by a deep understanding and acceptance of the complexities of love and relationships. As the O'Toole family gathered once again for a special occasion, the air was filled with a sense of joy and nostalgia. The room buzzed with laughter and conversation as multiple generations intertwined, sharing stories and creating new memories. Eleanor sat amidst her loved ones, a twinkle in her eyes and a smile etched on her face. She marveled at the legacy she had helped shape, the legacy of love, forgiveness, and acceptance. Her heart swelled with pride as she witnessed the bonds between her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren growing stronger with each passing day. In a quiet moment, Lisa leaned in close to Eleanor, her voice filled with gratitude. Thank you, Eleanor, for opening your heart to me all those years ago. Your love and acceptance have transformed our lives, and I am forever grateful for the family we have built together." Eleanor reached out, gently holding Lisa's hand, and replied, "The gratitude is mutual, my dear. You have brought so much light and happiness into our lives. You are not just a daughter-in-law, but a cherished member of our family." The room filled with a chorus of laughter and heartfelt conversations, a symphony of love and connection. Eleanor, surrounded by the love of her family, couldn't help but feel a deep sense of contentment and fulfillment. As the evening wore on, the O'Toole family gathered around a crackling fireplace, basking in its warm glow. They shared stories, sang songs, and reveled in the joy of being together. It was in these moments of togetherness that they realized the true essence of family: unconditional love and unwavering support. Eleanor looked around the room, her heart brimming with gratitude. She saw her children, who had grown into compassionate and caring adults, passing down the values she had instilled in them. She saw her grandchildren, blossoming into individuals with their own dreams and aspirations, yet grounded in the love and guidance of their family. As the night grew quiet, Eleanor leaned back in her chair, her gaze fixed on the dancing flames. She whispered a silent thank you to the universe for the incredible journey she had been blessed with. She had learned that love had the power to heal, to transform, and to create bonds that could withstand the test of time. In that moment, Eleanor realized that her initial hesitation towards Lisa had been a gift in disguise, a catalyst for growth, understanding, and the strengthening of their bond. It had led them on a path of discovery and had ultimately paved the way for the beautiful family they had become. With a heart full of love, Eleanor closed her eyes and silently made a vow to cherish every moment, to continue nurturing the bonds they had forged, and to pass down the legacy of love to future generations. As the years continued to pass, the O'Toole family remained a source of inspiration and support for one another. They celebrated life's victories together, providing comfort and encouragement during times of loss and adversity. Eleanor's wisdom and grace became a guiding light for the younger generations. They sought her advice, not only in matters of the heart, but also in navigating life's complexities. Her words resonated deeply, carrying the weight of experience and a profound understanding of the human spirit. In quiet moments, Eleanor often reflected on the journey that had brought them all together. She marveled at the power of love, how it had transformed her own heart and the lives of those she held dear. It was a reminder that love was not confined to blood relations alone, but could be found and nurtured in the most unexpected places. With every passing day, Eleanor's love for her family grew stronger. She reveled in the joy of being a mother, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother. She treasured the laughter that echoed through the hallways of her home and the shared meals that brought them all together. As the matriarch of the O'Toole family, Eleanor knew that her legacy would continue to live on through the love and values she had instilled in her family. It was a legacy of acceptance, forgiveness, and the unbreakable bonds of kinship. As Eleanor's twilight years approached, the O'Toole family rallied around her with unwavering love and support. They cherished every moment spent together, recognizing the significance of the time they had left with their beloved matriarch. Eleanor's presence exuded a sense of peace and wisdom. She imparted her final nuggets of advice, urging her family to continue embracing love and compassion, to cherish their connections, and to never take a single moment for granted. In her quiet moments of reflection, Eleanor found solace in knowing that she had fulfilled her purpose, a purpose that extended far beyond herself. She had transformed a strained relationship into one of love and acceptance, creating a family united by bonds that were unbreakable. As the final chapter of Eleanor's life drew near, the O'Toole family surrounded her with tenderness and care. They held her hand, whispered words of love, and thanked her for the indelible mark she had left on their lives. With her loved ones by her side, Eleanor peacefully passed away, her legacy etched in the hearts of all who had known her. The family grieved her loss, but found solace in the memories they had shared, knowing that her spirit would forever live on through them. In the days that followed, the O'Toole family honored Eleanor's memory by carrying forward her legacy of love and acceptance. They continued to gather, to support one another, and to create a haven of love and understanding, just as Eleanor had done. And so the story of the O'Toole family continued, forever guided by the lessons learned from a mother's journey of self-discovery, forgiveness, and the transformative power of love.